Ha! Hey, what's going on? My little dragons, how are you feeling today? If you're feeling good, please do let me know down in the comments below. Drop a like on this video, share this video with your friends and family, and don't forget to punch that subscribe button as it will help your little dragon out so very much. Today, I am just going to be talking about something for you from me, my experience, and just, hey, I'm always against like bullying and fights and all these things. I hate street violence, I hate school violence. I love movies, games. That violence is completely different. But when it comes to street fights and school fights and problems and all this headache, some people can face some things, and a lot of bad things happen for good people. Some people innocent people who have been picked on, retaliate to whatever the offenders intentions are. Whatever they try to do, they of course try to get under your skin, and you may respond in the way that they say they want you to. But again, a lot of people don't want you to respond in that way, but you do respond in that way, and then boom, you get fired from work, you get kicked out of school, you go to jail. Things like that do happen. So that's what I'm trying to say. The importance of avoiding a fight at all cost. So it's just my way of putting it into the world. Whoever watches it. But I think I'm very good at this. In my life, a lot of situations. And in fact, growing up, I wasn't a guy who was liked by everybody. I was actually a guy who was the opposite. I was the guy who was completely disregarded by everybody. I was the guy that was sitting in the corner by myself. A lot of people verbally. No one really intended to have any physical confrontation with me, even though they may say that they do, but a lot of it was this in my life. So I was very good. I was very good at ignoring a lot of the stuff and being able to foresee that if I did, engage in any sort of confrontation, which they say they want, which is physical confrontation or even verbal, and then that would of course escalate into other things, then yeah, I would have definitely regretted a lot of that, especially when the assailant is a female. So I'll discuss that in a sec, how you should handle that and reasons to why. But yeah, mostly I'm just trying to tell you why fighting is a bad idea and how you should always try to negotiate that situation so that it diffuses itself. But verbal diffusion is the most ideal thing, or how you should avoid the fight and who you should talk to, and all of those things is what we're going to cover in this video now. So let's go. Okay, first of all, I just want to ask you a question actually. So let's say you saw me, and you were chilling with your friends, and you saw me, and I'm coming in a car, and I park the car up. I don't care how I park the car looks all trashed, the windows looked all smashed. I get out of the car, I don't even lock the door, I just slam the door shut and I come in. Do you think I value that car? No, because I don't care. I don't take care of it. It has no value to me. It literally doesn't mean anything to me. If that car got stolen, I wouldn't really care. Next time, now you see me in a car, same scenario, you see me in a car, it's a brand new car, shiny. I've literally every single day I wash it, I make sure there's not even a little scratch on it. When I close it, I even go around, I check all the wheels, I go underneath, I check, I make sure it's all locked, and I don't let anyone touch it. I even check for fingerprints, and I come out. Do I value that car? Of course. I really, really value that car because I take care of it, I look after it. So that's how I look at life, Someone who has nothing to lose, somebody who doesn't care about anything, they don't even care if they go to jail, they don't even care whatever happens in their life, who has no value, no respect for themselves, that person would go and do something asinine or do something wrong, get into fights because they have nothing to lose. But somebody who has value, who has a future, who has a dream, who has an education, who has family values, anything like that, when they have something to lose, that person would not indulge in any of those kind of things because they have something to lose, because they know that their future is going to be affected if they get into a fight with this person. Then that's going to be their future that goes down the drain, So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you're someone who values, and I presume everybody who's watching this values their life, you value your life, and someone's trying to pick on you, someone's trying to start something on you. There's countless experiences of me that I've never done anything wrong. I know I 100% didn't do anything wrong. It's a random person that's just started to try to, have some sort of conflict with me for no reason, trying to pick on me, trying to get me to say something or get me to do something, and I just avoided the situation. There's many examples, but yeah, because I know that person has no value. That person has, there's nothing, they go to jail, nothing. Whatever happens to them, nothing. They have nothing to lose, absolutely. But no, I'm not like that. I have something to lose. I have values, so therefore I don't indulge in those kind of things. So that's another thing that I'm thinking, which is I never liked it. I never ever liked it. When I even read it in like a history book, in any book, even in a fictional world, I hate it when an innocent man has to suffer. So if you're getting picked on by somebody, right? Yeah, of course, that person, whatever you think in the moment, your emotion, that you immediately you want to get up and you want to do something to them. That emotion, of course, it's because they're trying to trigger that emotion out of you. What the effect is, that person who's picking on you deserves. I don't disagree with that, right? I completely get it. Of course, that person deserves whatever happens to them, but it shouldn't happen from your hands because you didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, absolutely. The guy who's picking on you for no reason, he deserves to get his teeth pulled out. But do you deserve whatever comes out of that? If that's you that goes and, pulls his teeth out, will it be you? Do you deserve to get kicked out of school? Do you deserve to get, a police case? Do you deserve to, and then his friends get all excited and they come and attack you? Do you deserve it? That's what you need to consider. It's very easy for you to act upon that emotion, but emotions should always be controlled. You need to know how to control your emotion, you need to know how to control your mind. Because if that slips, this is where the eruption happens in your life, in the situation. Everything just goes down. And sometimes you might have a situation where you have a conflict with a friend, and then maybe like let's imagine this happened a few months ago and you now are just friends because you ignored it, nothing happened out of it, you let it slide, but then a couple of months later you sorted it out between you two. If that didn't happen, now if you acted upon your emotion in that moment and now both of you ended up ripping each other apart, what would have happened to that friendship? You tell me. So sometimes you have to let it amend by itself. Sometimes if it's a bullying scenario, how you should handle it is you should go by talking to the teacher, maybe even talk to the bully himself, go up to him, speak to him, explain why you're behaving like this. Is this correct? Make sure you're on your own and he's on his own. And then when you engage like that, then he's very unlikely to do anything. Usually they all act cool in front of their friends. When you go by yourself and when you're with your mate and you go up to him, then he's going to be scared, and he's going to be ready to fight you. But if you're just there one-to-one, you talk to him like with confidence, everything should be fine. So that's one thing. Or talk to your teacher, talk to your managers at work, police if you have to. Things like that is very important. If it's a random assaulter on the street who's trying to attack you, who's trying to mug you or whatever, then running away should be your mindset. If you can't do that, then do what's necessary for you to avoid injury, which is self-defense. But at all cost, drop your ego. If someone yells something at you, ignore it, because whatever comes out of that, it's not worth it. It's not worth getting banned from that favorite place that you love to go to. If you like to go to this particular bar or club, if you like to go to a particular venue or a particular like arcade or something, and there's a couple of guys that start saying something to you, is it worth you getting banned from that place? No. So that's one thing, man. So that's a lot of things that I would say, but I guess the main thing is if the person who's trying to start on you is a female. There was one girl that used to bug me in school so much. I've got an idea to why. I guess it's jealousy. A form of jealousy is the root of it, but then what grew out of it, I don't think it was even in her control. She used to always bug me. Obviously, when it comes to girls, we don't hit girls. Do not even think to hit a girl. That's just out of respect. I think we. I know it's a law, and I know we shouldn't, and all that stuff. But I wouldn't, even if it's not a thing that we do, even if it's not something that's prohibited so much. I still think I still will condemn, attacking a girl, even in that situation, even if something does happen, even if there is a problem with a girl, just out of respect. That's all it is. But yeah, I mean, I remember her friends, her male friends, used to come up to me because after she would just go, yeah, for some stupid reason, and her friends will come up to you and be like, I respect that, bro. I respect that. Like, she did all of that and you didn't even retaliate. I respect that for you. So yeah, stuff like that. So in that situation, it's actually kind of okay. But if a guy, starts being in your face and all that, you sort of have to do something. You sort of have to stand up for yourself and talk. With a girl, when you comply and you slow down and you walk away from the situation, you don't say anything. Or if she goes, say sorry to me, and you're like, all right, you know what, sorry, and you walk away. People do respect you for that. So there is a way to handle it. It's quite different. But with a girl, don't go one-to-one, right? Whatever you say, because obviously if she goes, there's that issue, which is if she gets and beats you to it and goes to the teacher and tells them that you're the one that's assaulting her, especially if there's a situation where you go up to her and she's like, she felt scared, do not even dream that they will take your side. They will always take the female side. So handle that situation correctly. So with a girl, always be open and talk correctly, nice firm tone, and make sure you talk in front of other people, where there's boys and girls, and you say like, what's your problem and all of that. Make sure all of that is cleared up in front of other people. This way you are safe. But yeah, of course, in that circumstance, right, obviously violence or even resorting to anything related to violence should not be the case, because you don't deserve what comes out of it. I'm not saying they don't deserve it. Of course, they deserve to get their teeth pulled out. I'm not saying that's regardless, right? That's not the point. If someone else goes and does it to them and you just happen to watch, fine, fair enough. Let it happen. It actually did happen. I actually saw there was one girl that was really, really bugging me. I don't know why. But luckily, I didn't do anything. And I remember a year later, she did the same thing, but she did it to a girl. And that girl smacked her right in the face. And I heard it from miles away. I can still hear it now, man. It's like fireworks. Whenever I hear the fireworks, that's what I remember. But yeah, that was well deserved. And the other girl, luckily, she didn't get in trouble either. But of course, she's a fighter as well, so that actually happened. But I'm just trying to say, at least she got what she deserved. I didn't get anything. Nothing happened to me at the end. I'm all cool. I was all happy. No problems. That was it. And that's what happened to you. So I'm sure people that pick on you, they probably just don't do it to just you. They will do it to someone that they shouldn't be doing it to, and that person can retaliate. That person can go and handle that situation. You can just sit back and watch. But you, when it comes to you, do not let your emotions take control. Always calm your emotions down. Tell yourself that this is not worth it. It's not worth you getting kicked out of school. You might enjoy studies. You might have a goal to go to. You have a target in life. So if you're going to a particular class that you're a music class where you are passionate about learning that and growing in that, go do so. That's your main focus should be, to improve yourself within the craft, not to get involved in any hassle, any physical issue. Physical and verbal confrontations, these sort of things will happen. I don't think there is any time that it would all be extinct. It would always exist. As far as humanity will exist, this will exist. And you just need to know how to handle it and not let it go to your head. Just don't take it to your head. Just understand it's just idiots being idiots. They're just being themselves. You can't blame a dog for barking. You can't blame a wolf for howling. You can't blame a lion for roaring, So it's just what they do. And these kind of people, that's just what they do. They just pick on you because they have nothing better to do. They're not really evil. A lot of people I've seen are not evil-minded. Yeah, those kind of people, they're just losers with nothing better to do. That's why they're picking on you. They need that entertainment. They need that dopamine. There's nothing interesting for them on their phone. There's nothing interesting for them in class. They're not doing well. They're failing everything. They need something to entertain them, right? They need something that make them feel that they have a reason to, you know, be around. So that's why they try to pick on you. That's why they try to do that something to you. Or there's another reason. Maybe you're doing really well in something and that makes them feel insecure. So if they come and say things to you and they start targeting you, that is gonna stop you from moving forward. You would react. You'll get emotionally damaged. Your mind will take control. You'll be able to. You wouldn't know what you're doing, and that will break you completely, and you won't be able to go forward. So that's why they're trying to do it. They want you to react. So do not give that to them. What you should do is avoid a fight. Physical confrontation should be the last resort, and it should be only done in self-defense or to defend your friends, all of that. Nobody should come into your personal space, so make sure you can stop them, be like, do not come into our personal space. And then you might have a problem and you have to handle that issue. But always avoid a fight, because you must be, actually, don't tell me you don't value your life. You must be somebody who values their life. So your life should be valued. You should live your life to the fullest. You should go through and experience good things and wonderful things that's waiting. You know, it's waiting for you. You have to just finish your studies and go up there, or you have to just do your training and go up there. It's all there for you. For me, my goals, it's there. You know, I'm still trying to grow, and any issues that come in my way, if I waste my time doing all of this stuff, it will, one, is a waste of time. I should be putting that time into focusing more towards my goals, as well as it will put a barrier. It has a chance of putting a barrier between me and where I'm trying to head in life. So yeah, have values, don't get to fights. Resolve issues by going to the teacher, going to your bosses at work, go to the police if you have to, or if you can, talk to them and try to dissolve the problem once and for all, so that all that negative energy just vanishes. Then try to do so by talking to them, and then yeah, that should work out. Maybe they'll just start being like, oh, you know what, this guy's not a bad guy, he's actually quite cool. Maybe I was wrong. You never know. That's happened for me as well. Someone who kept starting something on me, and then we ended up being in the same class in school, and then when we actually started to talk, you know, everything changed. That's what I'm trying to say. So my little dragons, yeah, look after yourself, be happy. This is your life. You know, positivity, that's the greatness. But at the same time, as I said, you know, no one's allowed to walk all over you. No one's allowed to make you do something that you don't want to do. You're not a victim of bullying. You're not about to get assaulted and not do anything about it. That's not the point. Always train hard. Always look at, you know, make sure you are ready, combat ready for the situation if it does ever arise. Once stuff like that, you know, it does take over, once you have no control of that situation anymore and that situation is about to engulf you, then you probably do have to take the action to get out of that situation. And everyone will understand, of course. Of course, if you're sitting there, the person's giving it to you like that, and they're not letting you go anywhere, and now they've decided to put their hands on you. Now, you know, it's your situation. Now it's in your hands, of course. Now I can't tell you not to do what your inner self is telling you to do to get out of that situation, but make sure it's only to get out of that situation, not out of anger, not to take them to the ground and to finish them. Now that's not necessary, is it? If they're trying to attack you, now to do what's necessary to get them away from you so that you can go and approach a teacher or approach police or something like that, or run away. If it's a street situation, then you should do so. But aside of that, fighting is one of the worst possible outcomes, worst possible thing in the world, because if anything does happen, if you do end up hurting someone severely, then you'll be going to jail. Or if he attacks you, or his friends get excited and they jump in, and now you have a problem where you're facing multiple people and you end up going to the ground, and anything can happen. Or you can slip, you can hit your head, permanent damage. Is it worth it? You tell me. So if you think it's worth it, then I can't say anything else. But I'm telling you, my little dragons, it's not worth it. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, be happy, be respectful, and everything should be everything should work out for you, my little dragons. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like, don't forget to share, don't forget to comment down below what you guys think, man. And my little dragons, links to my training videos and all that will be down in the description below, so please go and check those out. Show your love by liking, sharing, and commenting. And my little dragons, if you love me, if you want to be a little dragon and you agree with everything I say, don't forget to punch that subscribe button, as it will help your little dragon out so very much, man. I love you all. You are all amazing. You are all awesome, man. Stay home, stay safe, stay blessed, and stay awesome, my little dragons. And I will see you all in the next video.